Good morning. If it wasn't for this being so easy, the puncture would have been fixed probably 6 weeks ago. Hogwarts forever. How long it is? The compressor's not on. I love it. Broken though, to be fair. It hemorrhages air whenever I turn it off. So actually, it's pretty useless. Leaking from there. When you turn it off, this here, it just goes, blows it all. At this point, it would have been cheaper to buy a brand new one opposed to doing an old one up, to be honest. But, you know, we like old things. Like what? I'm still trying to get him to do question time. And he started answering the questions on YouTube. He went on my YouTube and started answering them. I was like, whoa, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm doing question time. And I was like, oh, hell no, that ain't question time. Question time is where you stand in front of a camera and answer questions. And he was like, oh, I didn't agree to that. I was like, oh, you did. You me chasing Roy around the farm, shouting questions at him. Quit. How do you cope living with me?
You don't have a needle and thread handy, do you?
Right, you're evading my question. How do you cope? It turns off. Mark Bradley says, how proud are you of me? Are you terribly proud? It's terribly proud. And it's really small. I need my specs. What do you think about sharing your life on social media? Can you stand still? Hold on, I'm in. Soon will you transition to milking?
There's too many factors at play, isn't there?
Jesus Christ. I'm getting more sense out of the cow. So, Newson, what's your favourite thing about living on a farm? Get him while he's having his dinner and he can't move. That's my plan. Cameron has asked, have you always wanted to be a farmer? Jesus Christ, you're ruining it! Stop it! You're being facetious. You see what I have to live with? Plus you can't swear on YouTube. Still gonna put that in, you know. Have you always wanted to be a farmer, or did you consider any other career options?
It's a silly question because if I had, that's what I'd be doing.
Did you always want to be a farmer?
I like Britain's practice when I was a child.
God, is that work? What was the hardest thing? Oh, just one question.
Juggling going to work every day and having to come home and start do the farm, then come here.
There you go. Just having a bit of a conflab about this cubicle shed. Mattresses are actually completely ruined. Bear with me 1 minute. So here's the cubicle shed. The cows live in this side, and the mattresses are actually getting quite old now. They were put up in 1994, I think it was. See, there's damage here. A few little spots along the way. They're just getting threadbare. They're not that good. So we had the other side replaced last year. I'll show you. And I'm really disappointed in the quality of the mattress. Show you them just because you'll know what I'm talking about. The mattresses on this side are fairly stiff, rubbery. They're very non-porous. They don't absorb anything. They're harder. They're like this, you know. Can you imagine? These are the new mattresses. Mattresses, are you ready? They're like hairy somehow. They don't seem to hold the shape as well, so they crease a lot more, which would then in turn mean that in time they would break easier, because obviously the creases in it, they'll all end up splitting. Just not impressed at all with them, not impressed at all. Said he would give the company that we used the benefit of the doubt, that next time we saw the guy, the technician that put the mattresses down in the shed, he was actually working at B&M Bargains in Penrith stacking shelves. So that shows his probably limited knowledge of cow cubicles and mattresses, which is probably where the problem lies, I think. And the materials. I don't believe their materials are up to scratch, but they couldn't get the normal mattresses in COVID. That was the excuse. I know COVID was an excuse for a right lot, wasn't it? But yeah, they said they couldn't get the mattresses in COVID, so that's the rubber that they ended up using. Question was, going forward dairying, this will be dry cows and heifers, so cubicle training heifers in the other side with solid cubicles, because then they'll obviously go on to say like easy fix cubicles or whatever they are, the plastic ones that flex and bend. They need to be trained on metal ones, which is something I didn't know. Roy said, do we, instead of replacing all the mattresses, pull that out and straw bed them on top? Like, is that a viable option? I don't know. I'm leaning towards no. Definitely no. I think it's going to be more work, and we'd have to cover the slats over at the other end, put solid slats in, and I just think it's just adding to the workload. I think cubicles are a cheaper way to keep cows, they're a cleaner way to keep cows, and time-wise, they're more cost-effective because you're spending less time cleaning them. Probably healthier somehow, someone will tell me otherwise. The cows stay cleaner. So yeah, I am definitely a cubicle fan. But yeah, it was just a talking point. What would you do? Would you pull that side of the shed out, or would you not? I mean, I don't know. It's all change, isn't it? This has needed greasing for 6 years. No, I'm joking. It's starting to squeak a bit. Someone commented on the other day. Do you know when you use something every day, I don't know, you get used to it a bit, don't you? How to find the nipples. There they are. I'd advise anybody, don't leave these out in the rain. It isn't good for them. We're gonna stick some hydrostatic fluid in, which is the same as what I did with the other Bobcat the other day, if you saw. You may not have saw. And this one is really empty. Bit here that's creaking, but I can't find the nipple. What's this bit? Where is it? It's in there. There it is. I can see it. The other one is so much easier to do things with. It's in there. In Clarkson's farm. Like, I'm not against swearing. I like a good F-bomb, as you may have seen the amount of times I have to blank stuff out, but like, is there any need? Is there any need? Really? Bless him. Yeah, bless him. We all know 10 of him, don't we? These are Imperial, and everyone else uses metric, and then you end up trying to make it fit, and then you end up rounding it off. Like, it's just a classic Bobcat thing. I don't know whether any other machines suffer from this, because it is a pain in the arse. Didn't even need it. It just lifts up. I've just stood here for 10 minutes for no reason. That green bucket was like 100 quid. With that in mind, I think I've got about a tenner's worth all over my hand. To get them last nipples, I need to just stick the arms down. So let's just see if we can fit this in there. We're in guys. So I think I'll do it again next week just to get it all worked in. And I think I'll just leave this here, to be fair. Maybe take the battery home to charge it. It's raining! It's raining! Run! Hold on, I'll surprise him. What made you want to go into milk? Love, an undying affection for Jersey cows. That's what made us want to go into milk.
It suits the farm better.
It does. And Tom had Jersey cows as well. Did that play a part in wanting them?
We like them.
Well, I know we like them. He's really rubbish at this, isn't he? I tried. Says it has a recollection of those little Jersey heifers coming to the fence and wanting to be stroked when we were doing field work in the land next door, which Big Boy already had. Les, what do you do in your spare time? Do you have a hobby?
Do you want me to make something up?
No. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.